Joining us now is Julianne Bartolotta, and we're going to be talking about her life as a fashion designer. I'm so excited that she's here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Donna. I'm so excited to be here.
That is a beautiful shade of, is it coral? Would you call that coral?
I like to think it's like bubblegum pink.
Bubblegum pink. We're going to go with bubblegum pink.
Yeah.
How did you start? You know, I was making a joke earlier about paper dolls, like taking paper dolls and putting different outfits on them. When did you know that you had this eye or this talent for fashion?
So growing up, my mom, she sewed a bunch of things for me and my younger sisters, like Halloween costumes, Girl Scout patches, and alterations for friends and family. So the sewing machine was always out on the table. And then I also love the show That's So Raven and how she like designed all of her own clothes. So I feel like I knew from a young age that I wanted to be a fashion designer. And then I went to school for fashion design and fashion merchandising, and I got my first job at Saks Fifth Avenue as a fashion designer. But when starting my brand, it actually occurred when I was furloughed from my job due to COVID. I remember being home in the kitchen with my mom and my sisters, and the house phone ringing, and it was my dad calling saying he needed me and my mom to sew over 200 masks for his nursing home because they ran out of PPE. So me and my mom, we ran to the store and we bought this bright yellow, fun patterned fabric, thinking that these masks were going to make people feel like happier during such a scary time. And we set up shop in the kitchen and we started sewing away. And the residents and the nurses in the nursing home actually loved the masks. And then word spread that we made these masks and people wanted to buy them. So I created an Etsy shop and I started selling masks, and then I dove into hair scrunchies and bags and bathing suits and dresses, all made and designed by me.
Prolifically just sewing, right? It's good therapy, right?
It really is. It's very soothing. And then when I got brought back to my job, I craved being my own boss, designing what I wanted. And then I eventually took a leap of faith and branched off on my own and started my brand with the same idea that I want my clothes to make people feel happy, feel like a light in a dark room with fun pops of color, trendy silhouettes, and everything is made in Italy. I use the same factories as other big luxury brands, and I do that also to pay homage to my Italian heritage.
You're the oldest of 5 girls.
Yes.
So hand-me-downs in your family, right?
Oh, yeah.
So what's that like when you have closets and you're like, who took my shirt? And
my sisters are always in my closet. But I'm always the one like sifting through my stuff and giving it to my next sister, and then they give it to the next sister. My youngest sister, Isabella, I feel so bad. She has all the hand-me-downs.
But she always looks great, I'm sure.
Yes.
When you decided to start this line, did you start with a certain collection? And how does that work as a designer?
So my thinking was I wanted to offer a little capsule collection with pieces that can be mixed and matched generally, but I really wanted there to be something for everyone. So whether you like all black or you like color or you want something that's more hugging, I tried to design with that idea in mind that I want to try to serve as many people as I can and as many different events as I can.
Speaking of events, what are some of the fun events that you've been able to go to as a designer?
So I actually just got back from Los Angeles. I was there for a pop-up and a fashion show at this rooftop hotel. It was so cool. And that was my first ever pop-up. I've only been around like with my brand the last 4 months. I launched back in November. And I feel like it's just been a whirlwind ever since. So many opportunities have been flooding in. And I actually have a pop-up schedule that I'm coming up with. Me and my mom are putting it together for now through the summer. And I'm really excited to get my product in front of people and get the name out.
What was it like when you received the goods, right? When you got the box of your goods,
oh
right? What was it like, that unveiling, if you will?
I think seeing my name on a woven label or a hang tag, that's where it kind of hits me, Like I've interned and I've designed for other people before, but seeing it be my name there's no feeling like it. It's really cool.
Julianne, were there any challenges along the way for other entrepreneurs that maybe you could help us, learn from?
I would say just taking that first step, just taking that leap. I remember my friend telling me when I was like battling, like, do I do this? Do I not do this? She said, just go for it. She's like, you're never gonna feel 100% ready. Just start now. And her saying that to me, it just resonated so much. I'm like, I just need to start now. I just need to take that leap and just give it my all. It's something, being a designer so young, I never thought I would be able to like do this now. I always imagined being a designer like later on in life for myself. But every reason I had for staying at my job, it just started slipping away. I kept hitting roadblock after roadblock. And once I decided and I put my mind to taking the leap and pursuing my brand, all the opportunities just started like flooding in and just falling in my lap, and things were easy. So if I had to give any advice to anyone, I would say just start now. Even if it's small, even if it's baby steps, you never know what can come from it.
I thank you so much. Continued success. I'm so proud to know you, so genuinely excited. And I'm going to peek behind your sweater later so that I can see your name on the label. Thank you very much, Julianne.
Thank
Truly,
you so much for having me.
You're amazing. You're a star.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. And we love celebrating entrepreneurs. We love celebrating that entrepreneurial spirit in you. And I think that's why you tune into our show. And I thank you for that. Thanks for watching.